It's September 26, 1983. The world is teetering on a knife's edge. Caught in the iciest grip of the Cold War, deep inside a secret bunker near Moscow, a Soviet lieutenant colonel named Stanislav Petrov begins his shift as the duty officer at Pakov 15, the command center for the Oko nuclear early warning system. His job is simple but terrifying. Monitor satellites for signs of a nuclear missile launch from the United States. If the Americans attack, he is the first line of defense, the one to alert his superiors, who would then decide whether to launch a full-scale retaliatory strike. For hours, the night is quiet. The massive electronic map of the United States on the main screen is dark. The team goes about their routine checks, the low hum of computers the only sound breaking the silence. Then, just after midnight, the calm shatters. A piercing siren blares through the bunker. Red lights flash. On the screen, a single word flashes in stark, bold letters. Launch. Petrov's heart hammers against his ribs. The system is reporting that one single intercontinental ballistic missile has been launched from an American base and is heading straight for the Soviet Union. His training kicks in. He has to verify the threats. He has to report it up the chain of command. The protocol is clear, rigid, and leaves no room for doubt. The fate of the world rests on this decision. His subordinates are in a panic, shouting confirmations. The computer shows the highest level of certainty. But something feels wrong. Petrov stares at the screen. One missile. It makes no sense. A first strike from the Americans would be massive, overwhelming. Hundreds of missiles. Not just one. A single missile would be strategic suicide. Was this a malfunction? He checks the other data streams. The ground-based radar systems show nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's as if the missile doesn't exist outside of the satellite's eye. As he's processing this, another siren screams. A second missile has launched. Then a third, a fourth, a fifth. The map is now lighting up. The system is screaming that a total of 5 Minuteman ICBMs are streaking across the sky on a direct path to Moscow. The tension in the room is unbearable. His team is looking at him, their faces pale with fear, waiting for the command to escalate. The phone line to his superiors is open, a direct connection to the men who hold the launch keys. All he has to do is pick up the receiver and report a confirmed missile attack. Within minutes, Soviet nukes would be flying towards the United States. But Petrov hesitates. His gut, his intuition, years of experience are all screaming that this is a mistake. The computer is showing 5 missiles, but why not 50? Or 500? A limited strike. Like this was not in any of the war game scenarios. It was illogical. He looks at his team, then back at the flashing screen. He knows the computer systems are new, and he has been told not to trust them completely. This is the ultimate test. Does he trust the machine, or does he trust his own human judgment? He makes a decision. He grabs the intercom and reports to the duty officer at Soviet Army headquarters. His voice is steady, but inside, his world is spinning. He reports a system malfunction. Not a missile attack. A malfunction. He tells them the alarms are false. He is going against every protocol, against a multi-billion ruble state-of-the-art system. He is, in effect, betting the entire planet on a hunch. The minutes that follow are the longest of his life. He and his team wait, staring at the screens, watching the projected flight paths of the non-existent missiles. If he's wrong, those missiles will detonate over Soviet soil in about 20 minutes. He will be responsible for failing to report an attack, a traitorous act of incompetence. But if he's right, he will have just prevented World War III. The time for impact comes and goes. Nothing happens. The skies remain quiet. The ground-based radar remains blank. Silence. A wave of collective relief washes over the bunker. Petrov was right. It was a false alarm. Later investigations revealed that the satellites had mistaken the reflection of sunlight off high-altitude clouds for missile engine plumes. A bizarre, one-in-a-million cosmic coincidence. Stanislav Petrov was not hailed as a hero. In fact, he was reprimanded for not following protocol and for failing to correctly fill out the logbook during the crisis. He was eventually reassigned and took an early retirement. His story remained a secret for over a decade. He never saw himself as a hero, simply saying, "I was just in the right place at the right time, but the world owes an immeasurable debt to the man who, on a terrifying night in 1983, chose to trust his own humanity over a machine and, in doing so, saved us all." Thank you for watching. If you found this story as incredible as I did, consider subscribing for more tales from history's hidden chapters.